quick. Oh my God, I already got one.
What's going on, everyone? Recently, I've been having a lot of trouble trying to catch some fish, especially redfish. I've been going out early mornings using top waters and low light conditions, been getting live bait, live greenbacks, pinfish, fishing around oyster bars, mangroves, docks, grass flats. Everything trying to get these redfish. I've just been striking out every single time. I was feeling optimistic about this particular morning because it was going to be overcast and slightly raining all day. I started the morning throwing the cast net, trying to catch greenbacks and pinfish to use as live bait.
All right, gonna chum up some greenbacks hopefully here. Maybe some pinfish as well, just on a grass flat, about 3.5 to 4 feet deep at high tide. Gonna throw these little dry chum balls in the water. See if we can chum some up.
After catching some live bait, I went to an island that's got some oyster bars around it at high tide, and I tried using both live bait and artificials like top waters and swim baits for about 1.5 hours and did not get a single bite. I realized that the tide was still pretty high, so I decided to change it up and start using a technique that has saved me many times in the past, and that is using cut bait underneath mangroves at high tide.
Use a cut pinfish, cut the head off, tail off, and then the spines on the dorsal fin and the anal fin. Got a 4/0 circle hook right here. Just gonna hook it back by the tail, just like that. And I'm gonna cast it into this little cut in the mangroves right here. Make sure your drag's tight. Go ahead and try and get it as deep in there as you can. Just like that. Now it's a waiting game. I have a split shot on there, so it's just gonna sit on the bottom and just kind of watch your line and wait for a bite. On days that it's tough to get some bites, this is usually the method that comes through for me in the end. Want to make sure you're doing this on a high tide because that's when the redfish are going to be back in the roots of the mangroves. And there he is. That was quick. That was quick. Come here, dude. That was less than a minute for sure in there. Just like I said, days that it's tough to get bites, cut pinfish, mangroves, high tide, always comes through. Oh, this guy's got some spots on him too. Come here. You are feisty. Here we go, solid little redfish. Oh, he's a little bigger than I thought. He's 21 inch redfish. He's got 4 spots on that side and then 2 on that side, so a 6 fodder. That's cool looking. All right, grab the tail right there. See you, dude. I like to hook it right back here by the tail. This makes it a little easier to cast, a little more like aerodynamic to get those accurate casts right into the spot. Go. Try back there. Yeah, I like to keep a little, like once it hits the bottom, it's sitting on the bottom. I like to keep a little slack in the line, and you can kind of see the bow in my line right there with the wind. And that's what I'm watching to see the bite. You really don't want them to feel any pressure when they're picking it up. Once that just starts going or like really slacks up, because that means they're swimming at you, then you know you have one. There's one. There's one. Another one about the same size. There, I felt the thump. He really hammered that one. How you doing, dude? About the same size, low 20s. This is where they're at today, apparently. Did not want to bite topwater, did not want to bite live bait at the oyster bars, but they're in the mangroves right now. When all else fails, cut bait will save the day. There we go, beautiful redfish. Get the hook out of you. Get the measurement on him. Right there. It's a little smaller, he's like 20 and a half. Roughly the same size as the other one, just 2 spots on him. Classic looking redfish, that's awesome. Okay, let's get it in there. Right back in there. Got one. That bait was in there for a while. I stopped recording. I was in there for like 10 minutes and it finally got bit. Oh, they're like low 20s. It's good to know they're still here. I was about to move. Oh, this one might be a little bit better. Maybe like 22, 23. These fish are beautiful right now. Oh yeah, it's a little bit beefier fish right there, a little thicker. Oh yeah, it's a little bit better fish right there. 23 inch redfish right there. That's beautiful. Whoa! I was gonna go for the underwater release and that dude just was ready to go. That was not graceful, but all right, see you, dude. These fish have come out of the same little hole right here. I'm just gonna keep fishing it until I don't get anything. Pretty much if I cast it in there and it sits on the bottom for about 15 minutes and I don't get anything, that's when I'll try and move spots. Also, something I do is I keep the drag real tight when they're up near the mangroves, when you first got to pull them out. But once they get out here, you'll see me in the video, I'm just kind of like loosening the drag, because you don't need a tight drag when they're out here. You can find them a little bit more, and then that'll kind of make sure you don't break them off, pop the hook out, or anything like that. What happened? Like as soon as it landed, it was starting to get hammered and it's gone. All right. There we go. Oh my God, I already got one. I was like, why does my line keep slacking up? I thought I wasn't sticking on the bottom, but no, one ate it immediately. Okay. It is heating up right now. Come here. This might be the best one so far today. That was pretty much as soon as it hit the bottom. That's probably what happened with the other one too. That's how I lost it. Hey, my guy. Right in the corner of the mouth. Come here. Yeah, that's another solid fish. Probably 23, 24. He's drumming too. It's another 23. Solid fish. Let's see if we can get a little bit more graceful of a release on this guy. See you, dude. Let's try it right there. Already. I'm just gonna put a timer on the video to see how long that took, because that was very quick. It's a little bit smaller one, probably 19, 20 around there. But I cannot complain with how quick this action is right now. Another solid fish, 20 and a half. See you, dude. There has to just be like a school of them in there or something. They're just hanging out there and they're eating it right away. That's got a little snook on a piece of cut bait. Woo! They do eat cut bait every once in a while, but that's the first one I've gotten on cut bait in a while. Not a big guy. He just puked up another one of my pieces of cut bait. That's what just came out of his mouth, was another piece of cut pinfish. This guy's just in there eating all the ones that are coming out when you hook a redfish. Yeah, a little snook right there. He's 21 inches. Little guy. There he is. See, dude.